Zara's Braids, Episode 7. The Mirror Inside the Zigzag Braid. Zara's Zigzag Braid reveals a world inside a magical mirror. Every child Zara sees in the mirror looks like her, but different. One is quiet and shy, another silly. One wears glasses, one loves books, one loves being the center of attention. Zara learns that all parts of her and all worthy. In this episode, our emphasis is on self-acceptance and diversity. Let's begin. Zara sat quietly on a soft cushion in the corner of her bedroom, the late afternoon sunlight casting warm golden stripes across the floor through the curtains. Her room glowed with little pieces of her personality. Storybooks stacked neatly, drawings pinned on the wall, a beloved stuffed lion in her bed. Her mama now behind her, weaving Zara's thick curls into intricate zigzag braids shaped like a streak of lightning running. This braid, mama said softly, pausing to talk in a line, shows what you often forget. Zara looked into the mirror across from her eyes wide, brow slightly furrowed. She wasn't sure what mama meant, but she felt the braid hum gently like it knew something she didn't. In the mirror's reflection, the zigzag braid shimmers softly, a hint of magic beneath its perfect pattern. That night, a clap of thunder rolled, not outside, but inside her room. The braid lit up, and before she could blink, she found herself in a world made entirely of mirrors. The world changed. She was no longer in her cozy room. She stood barefoot on a floor that looked like glass but rippled softly like water. All around her rose tall, curved walls, a world made entirely of mirrors. But these weren't ordinary mirrors. They shimmered with living images, flickered and pulsed with light, alive, somehow with stories. Each mirror glowed as a version of her, stepping forward from within. One Zara had big round glasses and hugged a stack of books to her chest. Another spun wildly in a costume of feathers and glitter, striking silly poses and laughing out loud. One sat quietly on her tray, painting butterflies. Another held the mic, eyes wide with stage fright, then sang anyway. One cried openly, her tears turning into flowers. One stood alone but not afraid, calm, silent, strong. And another simply smiled, shy and soft, like a secret. Zara turned in slow circles, wide-eyed. A reflection in each mirror did something different. Somehow, they were all her. She stepped closer to the girl with the books. "Is that really me?" she whispered. The girl in the mirror looked up and nodded. "You love learning." Then the dancer winked. "And laughing." The quiet one just reached out a hand. "You don't have to pick one," the reflection seemed to say. "You are all of us, and we are you." Zara placed a hand on the glass, and for a moment, all the mirrors Zara's did the same. A soft hum filled the air. The mirrors glowed with rainbow sparkles, and in Zara's chest, something warm and whole lit up like a heartbeat. Zara blinked. Which one is me, really? She stood in the middle of the mirror world, a zigzag braid glowing faintly, eyes wide with wonder and confusion. All around her, reflections floated in the ornate golden frames. The Zara who danced, the Zaras who read, Zara who sang or cried or stood tall without saying a word. A warm wind stirred again, carrying a gentle voice that echoed like music. "You are all of them. Every shade of you is real." And then, but the voice wasn't just in her ears. It filled the entire space, resonating in her heart like the beat of a drum she didn't know she carried. Slowly, she reached out toward the nearest mirror. Inside, a version of her wearing glasses and holding a thick storybook smiled. Then the mirror shimmered and the girls stepped out. One by one, the others followed. Silly Zara danced out, twirling with sparkles at her feet. Shy Zara peeked out from behind the mirror, then giggled as she was pulled into the light. Brave Zara gave a small nod and walked whole. Quiet Zara came with a soft smile, her silence peaceful and strong. Zara stood in awe as they surrounded her. They looked like her, but each one carried a different kind of light. Then, without being told, they began to do what they love to do the most. Twirled around her, giggled, hugging, high-fiving, creating a spiral of light and joy. It wasn't just a dance, it was a celebration of her, of all of her. Zara began to laugh, real and deep, and her braid glowed brighter. Her heart felt full, not because she had changed, but because she had remembered that she didn't need to be just one version to be enough. Above them, the sky shifted to gold. Stars shimmered into constellations. The glowing circle of Zara's rose into the air, becoming streaks of light that formed a giant mirror in the sky. Inside one Zara, whole, loved, enough. She reached out one more time and stepped through, and the whisper of "You are enough, just as you are," kept echoing. And then Zara was back in her bed, her face lit by the soft glow of morning light peeking through the round window. Her lightning-shaped zigzag braids glimmered as friendly like stars nestled against her cheeks. Tiny sparkles seemed to rise from the braid and faded into the warm air. A tear sparkles on her cheek, but she's smiling now, peaceful and full of wonder. As the golden warmth fills the space like magic hasn't left her side, you are enough, just as you are.